Welcome, Aquarius. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for August the 8th through to the 14th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you so much for all of the support, the loving, positive support that you send my way each and every day. I appreciate you so much in my life. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. So now let's see what the energy is going to be for us for this week. So we start with the Seven of Cups. Lots of different choices to be made there. Two of Cups, new people, new beginnings, new starts. Three of Wands, definitely a new path opening up to you. And the Ten of Cups, happiness, joy, through new experiences, adventures. Let's stop there and just take a look at these cards a little bit more in depth before we continue on. Now we have the Seven of Cups. I've really been getting a sense of this is your choices. This is your choices that you have in front of you, the different avenues that you can take, the different roads, the different paths that you can step into. And so I think there's confusion here. There's definitely confusion about which way to go forward, which path to take. Or there might be so many choices that adds to the confusion, or there might be several choices that add to the confusion. So we have to narrow it down because not every path is covered in rose petals, right? So we want to make sure that we are picking the right path forward for ourselves. So this is technically a transformation that is happening in your life this week. We have the Two of Cups with the Ten of Cups crossing over it. So it's the new experiences, the new ideas, the new people, the new opportunities that come into your life that are going to lead you towards a happily ever after. So this is definitely a time to let new people into your life. Or maybe it's somebody that you've known from a distance that you begin a bond with for the very first time. You get to know what their last name is, or maybe just even what their first name is, and you start to grow a friendship out of that. This could be new opportunities presented to you, absolutely, all leading towards your happily ever after. So if you're looking for love, this is a beautiful week for it, because the person that you join with is probably going to take you towards your happily ever after. And then we have the Three of Wands. So the path we are choosing, so the Seven of Cups kind of says, we're a little confused over which path. The Three of Wands is here to say, you know what, we have time to think it through. We don't have to act. Or, if you can hold off on acting until you really have looked at all the options, all the reasons why and why not. Okay, so we hold the first wand and we look into our future, we look into a path, and we decipher, what are the bonus points about going this way? Where's the growth potential? Where is it going to lead? What does it attach to? What's the elevated part of this path, perhaps? What could it expand into? We move over to the second wand and we hold it and we contemplate where we are now. Do we like where we are now? Do we want to stay and improve this path more? Do we want to maybe add only a portion of that path into our lifestyle going forward? The third wand is the decision. So we are holding the first wand here. So I think you are going to start to contemplate this. Now, I think the 18th we have an eclipse happening in your sign. So I think about then you will probably have a clearer vision of how to move forward. So don't be rushing through the energy. Don't try and make your decisions just yet. Give it some time. Give it some energy. If you feel like you need more time to decipher all the different avenues you can take, the different ways that you can become, the different options that you have available to you or you would like to make available to you, because some of them are things like, you might want to go back to school. All of a sudden it hits you as you're deciding this path, but if I had more education, then that path would really enrich my life forward. So now we need to take it back a step, right? Well, now we're going to have to think about, education. Am I going to self-educate myself? Am I going to attach myself to a mentor and learn through them? Am I going to go to a school or a school-like atmosphere? Am I going to sign up for a course online in order to learn the information? Am I going to learn it as I go and develop? So, I mean, and that's only one example of probably a trillion that I can give you in how you are going to be deciphering. So there's a lot of thought, there's a lot of weighing out. For our underlying energy, we have the Five of Cups. Oh. So now this is an underlying energy that's probably going to pull you down. It's probably going to, you know, this is where depression can come in. This is where sadness can come in. This is where we start to beat ourselves up because we failed in some way. You don't ever fail in some way unless you completely throw in the towel. So you always have a new opportunity to step into. You always have a new way of doing it again. So, but with this energy, it's going to be pointing out your flaws. It's going to be pointing out where you should have done this. That little voice inside of you said, told you not to do that. Look where you are now because of it. So don't let that little voice inside of you beat you up. Look towards the positive. It's going to be a week where it's going to be probably paramount, and it's going to be probably hard to keep that positive attitude that you are going in the right direction, because I kind of feel like your world is a little upside down right now. Now, Saturn going direct, there's got to be a waiver there, right? And now you're going to retrace some of the steps that you've already come across on. What would it be? Would it be your 10th house that Saturn's in? I think it's your 10th house. So it's work, career. So where do you think you've dropped the ball? Where do you think you didn't push forward? Where did Saturn take you in realizing what you needed to do and what you didn't need to do? Where you were wasting energy or time or resources, or where you had a pie in the sky kind of attitude towards what you were going to do? And how has it brought you back down and grounded you in earth? And now how are we going to walk forward with those new rules? So yeah, you've gone through this full period of, you know, no matter what you do, it breaks kind of thing, right? So you're going into a flip, okay? You're going to start feeling better. So, I mean, this is a time, you know, so often people throw in the towel, they quit, it's the last mile, okay? It's the last mile when we just say, well, I've had enough. I'm not even going to try anymore because it's not worth my time and energy. I've been trying and trying and trying. I've gotten nowhere. Give it a little bit more time. Do your positive affirmations, okay? This is energy that you don't really control. So you'll get that negative come in out of the blue, and you really need to yell stop. You really need to turn it around to the positive that you've done, the wisdom that you've gained through the experience of Saturn actually going in retrograde on you, so that you understand exactly what steps you need to take now in order to gain abundance, in order to feel the sense of success going forward. For our overriding energy, we have the moon. Look inside yourself. You'll find the answers within. So this is a beautiful week. Now you want to be free. You want to feel liberated, okay? That's the wolf there in the front, okay? He is the spirit that is saying, I want freedom, I want liberation, I want to run. I don't want to be caged. I don't want to be dictated what I have to do and when I have to do it and when I need to get up and who I need to be with. And I don't want all these rules. I want to run. So I think we need to go inside of ourselves and understand the freedom and the liberation that we do have control of in our life. And yes, we are bound by certain rules in society, aren't we? But how can they work to your advantage? So I think you have to find almost an inner peace within yourself this week. That you do control your freedom, you do control your liberation. I don't think you've been feeling that for a while. Work on the inner balance this week. Work on feeling secure, okay? Do a chakra meditation. If you don't know what a chakra meditation is, type it into the YouTube search bar. Chakra. And you'll probably get like 1,000 or so videos to look at, right? You want to find one that meets your personality. You want to find one that meets your time restraints. Okay, and it will clear out a lot of the negative energy. It really will, and it will strengthen you. So a chakra meditation is a beautiful way to align yourself, to feel the balance internally, and therefore walk a straight path forward. And feeling where you have control over the amount of freedom that you have in a situation, the amount of independence, liberation that you can experience. It will guide you. We have the Six of Pentacles with the Five of Swords. This could be confrontations in relationships. This could be growing relationships deeper. It all depends on what you have been doing up to this point in time within relationships. Okay? So there could be conflict, absolutely, or there could be growth growing together. It's the give and take of relationships and how much you've given and how much you have taken out of the relationship. What you have truly given and not what you just feel is enough to give matters. So when you're looking at your relationships and what relationships you want to grow stronger, deeper, what relationships you want to walk away from, it matters a lot to what you have given within the relationship and what you are willing to give going forward within the relationship and how much you've taken out of the relationship. So it's a lot about identifying the people in your life and if those people are going to walk forward with you. For work, career, finances, we have the Five of Wands. Ooh, all about people again. So it's pretty important looking at those relationships. Now, this is more of a team play atmosphere, so you will do better in team play rather than solitaire working environment. So you want to get on that team. You want to get into that project. That's where you're going to find the most reward, the most growth right now for you, is to maybe it's brainstorming with other people, bouncing off ideas, new ways of doing things, new structures to put into place. But the more you work within groups of people, the more successful you will be. Right now, this week at least. So don't be the loner. Get out there, socialize, put yourself within a group, even if it's just another person, to talk shop back and forth. Okay, if you're thinking about starting your own business, this is where you might need other people to become involved in it in order for it to truly be a success. So reach out to people that you think are going to be a benefit to your ideas going forward. For love, relationships, we have the Page of Wands. Oh, we are thinking, we are growing our thoughts, we are thinking outside the box. We know that there is no box. If you are in a relationship, this is time to take great leaps and bounds in the relationship, doing new and different things, putting a twist to the relationship, growing it deeper in a new way, inviting new experiences in. If you are looking for somebody, it could be somebody that you really don't think that you would be teamed up with. It could be somebody very unique from another country, speaks another language, has a whole different sense of moral or spiritual values. They could be complete opposites to you. It definitely could be somebody that you never thought that you would be involved in, or it's just somebody that grows you as a person in thinking outside the box. That they also open up that hatch to the sky is the limit. There are no boundaries. What can we dream of? How can we grow it? They might turn out to be not only a lover, but your best friend and co-worker in a business going forward. Because you're both thinking outside the box and they bring that out in you. They challenge you to grow even more than you've already grown. And it's in a good sense. It's in a beautiful sense. This can also happen if you are in a relationship. You know, the small talk leads to bigger talk, bigger dreams. bigger realities. So don't be afraid to bounce your ideas back and forth, because it's your thoughts, it's your original thoughts, it's your unique thoughts that are really going to take the relationship to the next level at the end of the day. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.